There is a plan that is about to begin that Trump has pushed out that I can't sit back and not be a part of. And the Biden administration is extremely worried about this because it is so simple, which makes it perfect. You know, there's a lot of evil in this world, especially in America right now. There are a lot of confused people. I'm watching, and I'm going to get to this story that I want to share with you, and then this plan. I'm at a gay pride parade and thing down here in Spokane, Washington. And I'm walking around looking at people, seeing the reactions, what they're doing. And all I can see in my mind or see with my eyes and feel in my spirit is there are a lot of confused people in this world. Deeply, deeply confused. And honestly, I don't have any ill will for confused people. I want to wake them up. And I believe that there is power and strength in love and in truth. And when we mix both of those together, we're going to get something amazing. Type 1 if you agree with that. Now, right now, for the last 3.5 years, we have watched tyranny at its finest. We have watched illegal things happening in our White House, in our government. We know that things have been happening before, but right now they're coming out so brazen, so unbelievably in your face because they, bad people, believe they've won. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, and before I start this story, I want to tell you something, and I'm going to ask you, I'm going to make a call to action because of something that happened yesterday. I put a link to my free newsletter that'll make sure you get all the videos in a one email format and a synopsis of what's going on in the economy and things like that. Please sign up for the free newsletter because what happened yesterday, I did a video about this plan that Trump put out, and I'm going to be a part of it. I'm not afraid. I will not cower. I will not back down. We need people to stand up for our rights in an intelligent way, using wisdom based off of knowledge. But I did this video and I called my buddy Dylan and we were reading through the comments. The comments were amazing, unbelievable. And not only were they thought-provoking and full of love and excitement and fire, honestly, fire for our nation, excitement about what's coming and their involvement in it, but the thumbs up on those comments and then the subsequent comments under that, I've never seen in 3 years of doing YouTubes. And we had 1,400 comments, over 1,400 within a few minutes. I'm not joking, not a few minutes, like within, 10 or 20 minutes of me ending the broadcast. We read through them and we were like, wow. And instantaneously, 10 minutes later, 250 of those, and they were the most amazing ones with all of the thumbs up behind them. The other comments were stripped away from that video. I was thinking to myself that I was going to just read the comments, do an entire video of the comments to get you fired up and excited for what's coming in November. This story at a Zero Hedge is impressive. It's entitled, "They Can't Afford to Lose Their Grip on the Levers of Power." It talks about, and I'm not going to get too deep into it, they can't afford to lose their grip on the levers of power in the 2024 election, lose control of the Justice Department, the FBI, and so-called national security apparatus especially. And you can now add the judicial system because it's been completely weaponized against democracy, against our Sixth Amendment right. And actually, that's just the beginning. What just happened in that trial was so unbelievable when a judge turns to a jury and says, you don't even have to agree on one of the charges. Don't worry about it. If they did it to him, they're going to do it to you. Type 2 if you agree with that and believe that's their plan. And I'm having you type things because I want to get this algorithm fired up. It says the bottom line for now is that Joe Biden is about to wave bye-bye. They've already put the question to him. He's resisting. The one coherent thought in his failing mind is that he has pardon power as long as he's president. It's not much, Hunter and the silly gun case in Wilmington, which he'll surely wiggle out of. It's more about the brothers, Jim and Frank, and all the spouses and offspring who received wire transfers of Chinese money, Ukraine money, Russian money, Kazakh money, and Romanian money. I believe in the next 5 months, or whatever it is coming into the election, we're going to see heinous things happening. We're going to see AI used to try and deceive people, to hurt people, to absolutely confuse them. This plan that I'm talking about, and I am going to, and I'm not going to shy away, and that's why I'm asking people to hit the newsletter button, because I've watched how these videos get suppressed, but I'm still not going to stop. Thank you, Neil, for the super chat. I want to change people's thinking with truth and with love. Nothing else. The plan, and I'm going to get on a plane and I'm going to travel the country in very hot border states that are on the line. And when I mean on the line, I believe that people are voting for good leadership, but their votes are not being counted. And what I'm going to do, and type 3 if you back this with me, I'm going to get on planes and I'm going to go to the Republican headquarters. And when it's time to do this voting in person, not the voting day, well ahead, I'm going to be there and I'm going to call meetups so that people can go down, vote for who they want to run this country, the type of leadership they want to run this country. And then they are going to hand it in. And the Republican Party will count them, secure them, document them to where they say your name, your address, your registered vote now counts. We are going to do this well ahead of voting day. Why? Because then when I believe the truth that a majority of this nation, I believe it's an overwhelming majority. Some of those comments were people that said, I voted for Biden, I'm a Democrat. No way. There's no way. This is not what I wanted. Inside, they wanted people to be prosperous and this nation to be good, which is what the left promises you, and then they rob it from you while they're taking, dirty money and doing all this stuff. We are going to show up around the country. I'm going to put my money out there to travel the country and rally the nation to show up, because in 2024, I will make sure that your vote counts. And we're going to go down and we're going to let the Republican Party lock those, secure them, count them. And then when they say, we have all the votes now, we've already won, the left will absolutely melt down. And I'm telling you right now, if you want to get the truth out of someone, you do it 2 ways. You get them bragging about themselves, and when that doesn't work, you piss them off, or you get them running scared. And then they let their mouths flow, and everything comes out, and they'll start backstabbing, turning on each other, running away. And I'm telling you, you will witness evil completely collapse. I know this sounds crazy, but I've been praying about this. And I'm not going to be afraid. I won't look my wife in the eyes. I won't look my children in the eyes until I can say that I've done everything I can to stand up for this nation. Men and women have given their lives to this nation. I know there are a lot of people that don't have the guts to stand up because they're making lots of money on social media. I'm not one of them. I want to help as many people as possible. But I believe right now this is the most important mission there is. And if you're willing, let me ask you this. I just saying I will do it. Would you be willing to drive down before Election Day, go into the Republican headquarters, bring in a ballot, they look you up and you secure your vote, and then walk away? Would you be willing to do that? Say, I will do it if you're willing to do that. That's the most important thing. And the more we talk about this, and I do strategic videos about this that will not be shared. And the reason why is because this plan is so darn simple. When the Republicans sit there and they go, we've got a majority of all the registered voters in the nation. They would have to make people up, and then we would have them on a spit. We will crush it. We will crush them. But what we have to do is we have to think ahead, think clearly, act decisively. And that is what is going to win. Us together, Ninja Nation. This is the exact same concept that I've been talking about as this economic collapse, and it is going to come. And I'm going to tell you that when Trump comes back, the Democratic side, the leftists, and it's only a handful of them that run the money system, that run the media system, that run these certain things, they are going to pull a plug. And most people do not believe in this theory because they go, well, if they pull the plug, that means they're going to be poor. No, that's what a poor person thinks. Please understand how this works. When an economy collapses, and I believe that you're going to see the DTC clearinghouse get hit, a massive liquidity issue. And all they have to do is stop pumping up the system right before. Between November, please understand this time frame, November and January, around the first week. And say, it's because you voted for him. The system broke. And what you need to understand is even people with money that understand how finance works in the money system is all you need is a little bit to take over, to buy all the assets. And that is why I have been trying to prepare people to become their own banks, to get inflation hedges, store up some money, get some food and water, because you're going to see fireworks fly. You know, there's a gentleman over here preaching, walking around the circle. He's got so much guts. It's amazing, around all these people with their pride stuff going on. And he's talking in a low voice with a speaker, but just talking and walking in a circle. And all he is being barraged with hate. I might even walk over there to support him with the camera and bring it live, because I look at someone like that that's willing to stand up and go, listen, this is the truth over here. This is false. And if you'll just realize the truth, everything will change. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care how wealthy you are. If you don't have your morals, you don't have the respect of your family. I don't care about your peers. You have nothing. And as much flack as I know I'll get, I'd be beating myself up at night. I wouldn't be able to look myself in the mirror. Our country is unraveling right now, and I gotta be honest with you. I can't be more excited, because we can flip this on a dime. Because the proud have become way too prideful, and that is what we're going to use against them. We are going to go and vote ahead of time. We are going to go vote in person. We are going to make sure that that ballot gets there. Even if it takes you an hour to drive, I guarantee you it will be the most amazing drive there and back to hand in your vote. You say, that one counted. You see, because you go to polling stations, and even though you're there voting in person, you don't know who's behind the scenes grabbing all the votes, and you just don't know. We're going to do something totally different, and we're going to organize. And if I need to put my channel on the line, I'm going to do it. I spent 26 years trying to help people in firefighting and emergency services. Now I'm trying to take the next 26 and help heal people's minds and teach them about finance, wealth creation, so that they can go out and turn our country around and make the middle class rich again. And if you want to see that, type yes. Make the middle class rich again. The left and even some of the right, they're dirty. You need to understand this, but sometimes we have to use an avenue because it's our best shot. It's that best lane. You need to understand that they want to make you poor. They want to make you destitute. They want you relying on them. And I will not accept that. I want you to be wealthier than you've ever been. I want you to have the peace inside that you need. We need peace, but we can't have peace without right now a little bit of war. And a well-fought war, a well-planned out war, always goes to the victor. It always brings victory. And so we're going to plan, and we're going to do this together. And I'll get on planes, and I'm going to fly over the country, and I'm going to go to Republican headquarters, and we're going to vote in person. And I'll bet you, and I'm not joking, because this channel is so powerful. You have, like, I run into people all the time, every day, multiple times. There are so many people watching this channel, and it's not because of me. It's because of you. Say it out loud. Type it. It's because of me. You. It's because of me. Not me, Travis, not the Economic Ninja. It's because of you. You show up to watch. Whatever the algos do. And that's why I'm asking you to please, I'll pin it in the comments after this, but it's in the top line description. Sign up for the newsletter. You'll make sure you get all of the videos. We will overpower this. I will put this on the line for what's right for our country. I'm not going to let my the people in my life that passed away in a war or that fought for our country die in vain. The Economic Ninja is out.